What a glorious evening. Just parked up here. That over there is UL Fell, and we're going to go up there, Ling Fell. This is my first wild camp since I was a nipper. So what the plan is today is to do a bit of a shakedown of all the gubbins that I've got on my back here, and then make sure that everything's going to be alright for when I start to do some more serious fells. Anyway, we're going to get started. So wish me luck. I'm not doing much on the path here. We'll just get up to the top and then we'll sort out up there. Alright, see you shortly. Right, here we are, the summit. Just give you a quick pan around, and there's Bass Lake again. Here's the trig point. Wainwright actually says that the people of Cockermouth didn't dare to put a cairn up here, but there is a trig point. There's Skiddaw, and now look, we've got other bits opening up to us as well. So Lord Seat and Ling Fell. Yeah, greystones all around there. Yeah, decent views from up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a pitch, and I think we're just going to go over there, and we'll take it from there basically. So I thought I'd save you the boredom of watching me pitch a tent for the next 20 something minutes and just sped it up a little bit. So that's the 3F UL Lanshan One Lanshan One Pro actually, and you can see I've pretty much got it up in, I don't know, what's that, 7 minutes. I'm just playing around a little bit with the tensioning at that point. And then I actually used the other walking pole just to pull out the end there to give me a little bit more headroom, as that's where my head's going to be in the tent tonight. Right, so now that we've got that, we'll get the other stuff into the tent. That orange thing that you can see in the foreground there is a Lomo reflective camping mat. You'll see it a little bit closer up in a short while when I move the camera up. There we go. So that Lomo is like an egg carton type thing. So that inflatable sleeping mat that I've got there is the Light Tower 5.8, and the sleeping bag is the New Door Ultralight. I'll put links to all these things in the description below if you want to have a look. Right, so there we have it. We're situated. Lovely little pitch, probably 20 metres away from the trig point. Got Criffle directly in front of me there. Got Skiddaw over there. Bit of Bass Lake over there. Bath and Swait Lake over there. And the sunset is going to be just behind you in, let's see, in about an hour. So we're all fed and watered. The stove that I used over here, I put out an unboxing and first trial, and in that one I boiled 500 millilitres of water in that pot on that burner. I'll put a link in the description about that. And I used a gas cartridge, a small gas cartridge that I thought was about half full. It might be a bit less actually, and therefore the pressure wasn't fantastic. But when I put the big can on today, I mean, literally, although I only did 250 mils for the cup size, it was literally done in a minute. It absolutely blasted it. So I'm very pleased with the outcome there. You can just about make it out. Let's move it over. So, not that it needs it much today, but it's windproof because of the low profile and the heat exchanger in there, and that fits on there, and all the heat goes right in. Now if you were trying to boil this much water, yeah, it's going to take a bit longer, but for a cup you can be drinking it in, well, if you can drink really hot coffee, you can be drinking it in a minute and a half without even thinking about it. So really pleased with that. Like I say, check out the review that I did, the unboxing and review that I did the other day. So cracking. Enjoyed using that tonight. Although I've only brought it along to boil water today. I actually live just over there. So I just brought a couple of sandwiches with me because it wasn't going to be a long yump. I've eaten a little at the moment. I've kept some for maybe a bit later, and we've even got where we are. We've even got one of these zero sugar Jack Daniels and Coca-Cola for later, and we've got a Brewdog Punk IPA, which I've never had either one of these, so that's going to be interesting a bit later, but probably when the sun's going down, I think, for that. And yeah, looking forward to all of that in about an hour's time. So I'm just going to kick back, enjoy the views, maybe make a couple of phone calls to the loved ones, tell them everything's alright. In fact, look at this, still got the stretch on, 8 o'clock at night. It's got to be 16 to 17 degrees up here. You know, best day of the year so far. So couldn't have done this on a better day for a bit of a shakedown of all the equipment. I haven't used any of this in anger before, even this thing. Although I have got a seam sealing video to do all these things that you might want to check out. So, okay, that's it for me waffling. I'm just going to have a lay down, check out the scenery, watch the sheep. Catch you later when that sun's going down. So we're about half an hour away from the fireworks, hopefully. Looks like it could be a good one, shaping up. Might be difficult for you guys to see, but just over, let's see if I can do this, just over there is the Alaman. It's very, very faint, but it's there. That's the Alaman. And here's the fireworks. Yeah, should be good. Just pan it around a little. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? Smashing little fell for a sunset, if I do say so myself. Cracking day, still really warm. It's about 8:30 now. Well, that was something. I popped my head out the window, and there was a guy over by the trig point, and I could hear clicking noise. Turns out it was his camera, and the reason why he was using his camera was because up there right now is the Aurora Borealis, which I've never seen before. So yeah, fantastic, loving that. I've got a few stills, but I mean, you know, I'm doing this on a phone, on an Android phone. So you know, all you can see is a bunch of colours really, but you know, there's purples and there's greens and reds and yeah, and it, you know, we had a bit of a chat, and the guy just lives down in Wither down below us, and yeah, he was telling us that there was a big sunstorm about 2 days ago, and you know, we've got the full Aurora Borealis going on up there, but anyway, you know, my video camera just doesn't get it at all. But I'm made up. This has been fantastic. 20 degrees when I set off at 6 o'clock. It's still kind of like 10 degrees or something. It's absolutely fine up here. And it's nigh on midnight now. So, yeah, fantastic. Aurora Borealis. Yes. Anyway, I'm sure there's lots of other people seeing it. But, like I say, first time for everything, isn't there? That's mine. Get in. So I thought I would do a little bit of a walk around the tent, just to review again how well it stood up to the night, and so it did pretty well, I've got to say. Kept out all the major drafts and so forth. A little bit of condensation, but nothing that I couldn't handle. The one thing is I did put the backside here into the wind to give me that shelter, and you can probably see there that it's blowing in, and what that has the effect of doing, it's a single skin tent. What that has the effect of doing is not giving me as much room on the inside as I would have wished, and I'm just pulling out that gain out point there, and the 3 gain out points should all have been used actually, and that would have given me a lot more room on the inside. It would have kept any condensation away from the sleeping bag, etc. Because as you can see, it's still quite tight around the edges. It's just blowing in a bit. Now, one thing I did notice towards the end as well was that I had actually set the pole height at 120 millimeters, and it should have been 125 millimeters in imperial, another 2 inches higher. That would have raised up the sides and perhaps made it a bit tauter. So, you know, you live and learn. So for next time, I'll be checking that and making sure that that isn't a problem for me. But overall, given that the weather was very, very kind, it did really quite well. I did keep it quite well ventilated. The inner sheet there, the white piece that you can see there, that forms a bit of a bug screen. Because there wasn't so many bugs around, I didn't really bother with that too much. So, yeah, could have been a bit higher on that pole height, and the gain out points need sorting out for next time as well. So we'll keep an eye on that. And next, coffee time. So as you can see, I'm doing this in real time. So turn that Bulin stove on with just enough water in the bottom to make a cuppa. Did the usual trick of using the pre-mixed stuff. Dropped it in the cup there, obviously, and then we just need to wait for the water to boil. So this is real time, and you can see this stove, when it's just doing a cupful, is finished. Look at that. I find that amazing. I did good buying that stove, I think, and there is a link below to the review unboxing that I did for that stove, if you're interested. And there you go, coffee done. What could be better? So I actually forgot a spoon, so that was the silver paper that was wrapped around my sandwiches early on. We turned it into a bit of a spoon. And yeah, you know, necessity is the mother of invention, no? Worked well enough for me. Nice, so I'm just going to have a quick check around. Maybe you can hear some of this wind. Rather than a bit of flat grass. Just checking to make sure I haven't left anything. Yeah, all seems to be good. So you know the drill, guys. Other than a bit of flat grass, leave no trace. Okay, so that's where the trig point is. And this morning we're going to go off this way, down into the Ling Fell. We're on this bit of a path here, and that's going to lead us back to the car shortly. So I thought what we would do is we would have a quick review. Yeah, let's see if we can stop her doing that. Sorry. I thought we'd have a quick review of what we learned on this particular trip, in terms of what do we do right and what do we do wrong. And let's start with the wrong. I packed too much gear. There was too much food. There was too much water. Threw out about a litre and a quarter up on the top there. Fetching a food back, mind. I'm going to have it later for my dinner. I brought too many clothes, although I did find myself switching and changing between various types as the night went on. But that was okay, really. And I had a great night. I had a good sleep up until the dawn started to break and the skylarks got out, and it's absolutely jam-packed, the skylarks up there, absolutely jam-packed. So they're waking me up. I didn't need an alarm, I suppose. Right, so that's about it really. Too much weight in terms of too many clothes, too much food, too much water. So yeah, I guess if you're going to err on the safe side, you might want to take too much water. That's the thing that's going to get you, particularly now that the summer's coming. As you can see, this weather, I mean, it's only 7 o'clock in the morning and it's absolutely glorious and I'm sweating already. Yeah. Right, what did we do right? Well, the first thing that we did right was we went there, Ling Fell. I know Ling Fell, so it was a familiar territory for me. I wasn't putting myself in a position where I was searching around for a pitch, etc. And the second thing I did was I waited for a weather window. It was absolutely glorious. I think you can see that the weather was superb. So I knew the place, picked the weather, so that's good. What else did I do right? I think that stove that I've got in there, that I think you'll have seen a little earlier, cracker, just saves you so much time, just does the job. So that was that's a good thing, I think. It might be a little heavy. It's not the lightest thing, but that's okay. It's a trade-off between efficiency and weight, I guess. So I'm going to go with the efficiency on this one. What else did we do right? Well, I think the sleeping bag's a good one. It's a new door, and I'll put the specifications for it up here now. That was bob on. So excellent. I guess the only other thing that that was slightly on the negative side, the Lanshan One Pro 4-season is a single skin tent, and it's made out of sil nylon, and the sil nylon, when it gets a bit damp, does tend to sag a little bit. And whilst it was fine last night, by the time I breathed in and out a lot and it had got a bit of condensation on the inside, not a lot, but there was some, it made it sag a bit. So ganging out on the two ends and the back was probably something I should have thought of. But we've done the shakedown and we know where we are, so we'll do that again. I'm sure other things might occur to me as I walk on down the path here. So if you do, I'll stop and we'll just cover that piece off. Yeah, so it occurred to me, there was one other thing, wasn't there? Aurora Borealis. I'm made up about that. What a night to pick. I had no idea it was happening, and it was just the chance that the guy from the village Withup Mill happened to be up there taking pictures of it. I would never have known. The very poor my pictures, due to the well, it's just a sensor on a phone, but I'll put a couple of pictures up just so you can see the colours at least, even if you can't see the full effect. It was blistering, fantastic, wonderful sunset, Aurora Borealis, the sunrise. What more can you ask for? Fantastic. Yeah, so what else did I do right? I got lucky. Otherwise, happy trails. See ya.